All welcome everyone to the online course on Essentials of Database Management System. In previous presentation, we discussed set operation in SQL. In this presentation, we are going to discuss subquery. What does mean by subquery? Subquery is a query inside another SQL query. It is also called as nested query or inner query. The inner query runs first, then its result used by outer query. The subquery can be used with select, insert, update, and delete statements along with the operators like equal, greater than, equal, less than or equal, in between, etc. Next, the rules for using subquery. Subquery must be enclosed within the parentheses. And ordered by command cannot be used in the subquery, but the group by command can be used to perform the same function. And next one, between operator cannot be used with the subquery. However, the between operator can be used within the subquery. Subquery can use all, any, and some. It use exist instead of in for large data set. Different way we can use the subquery. We'll discuss one by one. First one is subquery with select statement. The subquery inside select statement allow us to compute values dynamically and include them in the result set. The subquery returns single value. For example, select name and age. Within the parentheses, write the subquery. For example, select maximum of age from employee as highest age. Here, the highest age is the alias name. Where under the name, it will display the result. Then from the employee table. So what is the result here? First, the subquery it will execute. So what is the subquery result? That is maximum age from the employee. Just look the table. In this table, the maximum age is 35. So the 35 it will print under the column name is highest age. Then the outer query it will execute. What is the outer query? Display name and age column from the employee table. So now the result is name and age, then highest age. And next one is subquery with from and where statement. For example, select star from employee where the employee ID in. Within the parenthesis, write the subquery. Select EID from employee where age greater than equal 30. Just look the above table. In this table, first it will execute the subquery. What is the subquery here? We are going to find employee ID. What is the condition? Age greater than equal 30. So what is the result here? So the result is it will return 3000, 4000 and 5000. That employee ID only. Their age is greater than equal 30. So again the 3000, 4000 and 5000. This employee ID acting as input for outside query. What is the outside query? Display all the column, right? So, but the condition is only the particular field, only for particular row it will execute. For example, 3000, 4000 and 5000. This detail is it will execute and it will show the result. And next one is subquery with insert statement. The insert statement data written from subquery is used to insert into another table. For example, insert into one new table. For example, employee VKB. That is the data. And then what are the column we are going to select from the employee? Select employee ID, name, gender, age from employee where the employee ID in. Write the subquery inside the parenthesis. Select employee ID from employee. So what is the result of the subquery here? Employee IDs, right? For example, 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000. It is again acting as input for outside query. So in the outside query, you are going to display the EID column, name column, gender column, and age column. The condition is the employee ID 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, and 5000 is in. And next one is subquery with update statement. The subquery of SQL can be used in conjunction with the update statement. When the subquery is used with update statement, then either single or multiple column the table can be updated. For example, just consider two tables, employee table and performance table. So here we are going to display the result. What is the question here? Those who are performance greater than 70, they are going to give bonus amount 1000 rupees along with their salary. Then how to write the query here? Update employee set salary equal salary plus 1000 where ID in. Write subquery within the parenthesis. Select employee ID, that is the ID from performance where the performance score greater than 70. So what is the result of the inside query? The performance score is greater than 70. So we are going to find the ID. So in the second table, performance table, okay, what is the result here? So the result is 1000, 2000 and 3000. Again, the result is acting as input for outside query. What is the outside query? Salary equals salary plus 1000. So now automatically the 1000 rupees is ordered with that selected person. For example, 1000, 2000, 3000. Their ID, again they are getting bonus amount. That is other table. And next one is subquery with delete statement. In SQL, you can use subquery with delete statement to delete row based on the condition derived from other table. Just consider two table, employee and performance. The question is, okay, those who are having the performance scores less than 70, we are going to identify, then we are going to remove their record from the table. Like how to write the query here? Delete from employee where ID in. Within the parenthesis, write subquery. Select ID from performance where the performance score is less than 70. So the result is 5000 because their performance score is less than 70, right? So now again, it is acting as input for outside query. What is outside query? Delete statement. So automatically the ID 5000 record is deleted from the employee. Next one is correlated subquery. It is subquery that depends on outer query for its value. Unlike regular query, which run independently, the correlated subquery is executed once for each row in outer query. They are useful when filtering data based on row-specific conditions. For example, just consider one employee table. So here, we are going to find the minimum salary of from the table, minimum salary of the employee ID. Then we are going to find from the table. So then how to write the query? Select star from employee where the salary greater than within the parenthesis write subquery. Select minimum salary from employee. So what is the result of, from the subquery? So the minimum salary. What is the minimum salary? 18,000. Again the 18,000 is compared with outside query. The outside query condition is salary greater than 18,000. Right? So the result is it will display all the records, right? For example, ID, name, age, address, salary. So this is the field name. The record is 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000 because their salary is greater than 18,000. Next one is correlated subquery exist operator. It is used in the subquery to check whether the subquery return any rows. It return true if the subquery return at least one row, otherwise return false. Just consider two table, customer and order table. The question is find the customer who have placed the orders. Then how to write query here? Select name from customer A where exist. Within the parenthesis, right? Select one from order B where B.cad equal A.cad. So now first it will execute the subquery. The subquery, the result is 100 and 104. The 100 is 2 times is the right. So here we are going to consider only. That's what we are writing select one from orders B. So if it is duplicate name, it will consider only. So 100 is 2 times is there, it will consider 1, then 104. That is the result. That result is acting as input for outside query. So what is the outside query? Display the name from the customer. Exist 100 and 104. The result is Arun and Lada. And next one is correlated subquery, any operator. It is used with comparison operator to compare the value with any value returned by the subquery. It returns true if at least one value from the subquery satisfies the condition. Just consider the employee table. The question is find employees earning more than at least one employee in the department is 101. Then outright query here. Select name employee from employees where salary greater than any. Within the parenthesis, write the subquery. Select salary from employee where department ID equal 101. First, it will execute the subquery. So, what is the result here? The department ID is 101, their salary. So, here, for the 101 is 2 times is there. So, one salary is 5,000 and the another 101 salary is 4,000. But here, the operator is any. So, 5,000 comma 4,000, we will consider any one. So, here the minimum salary is 4,000, we will consider 4,000. Now, this acting as input for outside query. So, what is the outside query? That is the salary greater than 4,000. Just what are the, so now the each salary, it will compare with the 4,000. The result is Arun, Bala and Lada, their record it will be because their salary is greater than 4,000. Next, Corel subquery, all operator. It is used with the comparison operator to compare the value with all the values written by the subquery. It returns true only if the condition is true for all the value in the subquery result. For example, consider the employee table. The question is find the employees earning more than all the employees in the department 101. Then how to read the query here? Select name salary from employee where salary greater than all. Within the parenthesis, write subquery. Select salary from employee where the department ID 101. So first it will execute the subquery, right? The 101, their salary. 101, there are two salaries there, 5,000 and 4,000. So the operator is solved. So now we will consider both 5,000 and 4,000, right? So now the outside query is the salary is greater than 5,000 and also 4,000. The result is Bala and Lada because their salary only greater than 5,000 and 4,000. Next, Corel subquery delete. The Corel subquery is a subquery that refers to column from outer query and execute once for each row in the outer query. It is commonly used in the update statements when you need to update column based on the related data from another table. Just consider employee table. So the query is update employee salary based on department's average salary. Then how to write here? Update employee join within the parenthesis select department ID, comma average of salary as average salary, that is Alex name from employee group by department ID as temp on e dot department ID equal temp dot department ID and set e dot salary equal temp dot average salary. So now we are using the group by, right? So here group by department ID. So 101 and 101, actually two salaries, right? 5,000 and one more salary 4,000. The average is 4,500, that is updated in 101. Under 102, 6,000, the average also 6,000, that is updated. Then 103, 7,000, their salary average also 7,000, that is updated. Next, correlate subquery delete. Correlate subquery is the subquery that reference column from outer delete query. It is executed once for each row being evaluated in the outer query. Just consider two tables, customer and order. The question is delete customer who have not placed any order. Then outright query here, delete from customer where not exist. Within the parenthesis, right subquery. Select one from order B where B dot CAD equal A dot CAD. What is the result of subquery here? 100 and 104. So the condition is not exist. It means except to 100 and 104, then we are going to delete the records. So now the result is 100 and comma. I hope that you understood this concept. The next presentation will discuss view concept. Thank you.